Have you ever seen a birthday gift that money could never buy? My dad was the cheapest person alive, and I proved it on my 16th birthday in the most embarrassing way possible. Growing up, my dad had this golden rule about birthdays. He'd spend exactly $50 per kid, not a penny more. He'd literally set a timer at the store and leave when it hit the $50 mark, even if he was mid-sentence talking to a cashier. My older brother got a calculator and a pack of batteries for his 16th. My sister got a hairbrush set from the dollar store and some lip gloss. When my turn came around, I was expecting the same treatment. But something weird happened the week before my birthday. Dad kept whispering to Mom in the kitchen, and they'd stop talking whenever I walked in. He even asked me what my favorite color was, which he'd never done before. I started thinking maybe, just maybe, he was finally going to do something special for my sweet 16. The morning of my birthday, Dad woke me up early with this huge grin on his face. "Happy birthday, kiddo. I've got something really special for you this year." My heart actually started racing. Maybe he'd gotten me a car, or at least a decent phone to replace my cracked hand-me-down. He led me to the living room where Mom was sitting with the biggest wrapped box I'd ever seen. It was easily 3 feet tall and covered in shiny paper. "Go ahead," Dad said, practically bouncing on his feet. "Open it." I tore into that wrapping paper like my life depended on it. Underneath was a plain cardboard box, but it was still huge. I opened the flaps, looked inside, and my stomach dropped to the floor. It was filled with exactly 50 $1 bills, not folded neatly, not in an envelope, just 50 crumpled loose dollar bills scattered around like confetti in a giant box. "Surprise!" Dad yelled, throwing his hands up like he'd just revealed a new car. "I figured this year, instead of spending $50 on something you might not want, I'd give you the $50 directly. That way you can buy exactly what you want." I stared at the box of crumpled money while my parents beamed at me like they'd just solved world hunger. My friends were going to be here in 2 hours for my party. How was I supposed to explain that my dad's big sweet 16 surprise was loose dollar bills in a cardboard box? "Isn't it perfect?" Mom chimed in. Dad spent hours making sure he had exactly 50 singles from the bank. That's when it hit me. Dad was so proud of this idea that he'd probably tell everyone at my party about his genius gift-giving strategy. I could already picture him explaining to my friends' parents how he'd optimized birthday presents. So I decided to optimize right back. I scooped up all 50 bills, walked to my room, and came back with my piggy bank. I dumped out every coin I'd been saving since I was little. Pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, everything. "Dad," I announced, "your gift inspired me. I want to give you something too." I started counting out coins on the coffee table. $1 in pennies for being the most creative gift giver. I stacked 100 pennies. $2 in nickels for always teaching me the value of money. I counted out 40 nickels. Dad's smile started fading as I continued. $3 in dimes for showing me that it's the thought that counts. 30 dimes joined the pile. "And finally," I said, grabbing my remaining quarters, $4 in quarters for proving that the best gifts come from the heart. I pushed the pile of coins toward him. "There's your $10 gift, Dad. 50 cents for every dollar you gave me. I figured you'd appreciate getting your money's worth." Mom's mouth was literally hanging open. Dad stared at the mountain of coins on his coffee table, then at me, then back at the coins.